Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of our very maritime cruise, and welcome to Cozumel, Mexico. Today is our stop to Cozumel, Mexico, and I'm not sure how this one works because we've only been to Nassau once. It sounded like that we are going to be like anchoring off, and we're being like taken back and forth by a boat to the island and back, so there may be some issues with us trying to, because we originally wanted to take pictures with the ship. We wanted to take pictures underneath the Disney Dream sign, but that could be different, so I'm not 100% sure. Right now we're still pulling in. There are other ships right here, and I'll show this in a second, but our plan, really, we're gonna take it real easy. We may go into Cozumel a little bit after because Kayla has a nail appointment at 10 at Census, and so we have that going on. So this morning it's gonna be very lax, gonna be very laid back, getting up to breakfast and everything else. So should be a good day. Probably gonna be spending a lot of time on the ship anyways, but we'll show you guys how it is getting on to Cozumel and off to Cozumel. It's kind of I didn't realize that we would be here so early. Now I wonder if that's the whole point of with the way that we are setting ourselves up. But like I said, today there are going to be 8 ships docked or here at Cozumel. So I remember there's supposed to be 2 Carnivals, which I think they're already here. There's supposed to be a Norwegian Cruise Line, which I think this is that one right there. There's supposed to be an MSC Cruise Line as well. And I think there's going to be us. And I want to say another, I can't remember the other ship, but I do know there's supposed to be 8 total ships at Cozumel today. But you can see right there, there's one right there, and then there's like 3 over there. So I wonder if that's like the dock, and it's all based on first come first serve to the dock for the cruise ships. So we did originally have an excursion booked, supposed to be 3.5 hours. It was to go to one of the national parks, to swim, to have lunch and everything else. But we decided against it. So far, me and Kayla have really found that we don't really care a lot for the excursions at the docks. Mostly because we don't like really getting off the ship that much because there is so much to do on the ship. Now, we have said probably by the time we've gone on all the Disney cruises, or all the ships for Disney Cruise Line and everything else, maybe at that point we'll start doing some excursions. Like, we probably do some of the stuff at Castaway Cay, but when it comes to like the port of calls, like Nassau, here, anywhere else, unless it's somewhere we want to go to, I don't expect us to really ever do like one of those port adventures or anything else, just because there's enough to do on the ship, and we like to just kind of take our time, mostly so that we also don't get stuck. And I mean, I know if we do an excursion through Disney, if something happens and we're delayed, then the ship has to wait. But I mean, that's the only downside, is that if we go on the cruise and we get delayed coming back, the cruise will leave without us. If it's Disney branded excursion, then they have to wait for for us to come back, since it's that way. So I don't know, maybe down the road we'll consider it again, but right now it's okay. Well, honestly, it looks like that we will get to dock at one of the docks. It looks like they're trying to get, that is a Norwegian Cruise Line in front of us, and they're trying to get them docked. They're taking a little bit longer, but we aren't going to be all together, kind of like how it is in Nassau, where they have all the cruise ships in one spot. They kind of have us spread along different areas, which I think would be better because then there's less people coming in at once. So pretty much I'm at the front of the ship. If it's very windy, I'm sorry. Well, we're going to be docking. I thought we were going to be like anchored off and be shipped in, but we're going to be parking next to the Norwegian Prima. So one of the Norwegian cruise lines, one of the big name cruise lines, but also this is, I think, the one that has the go-kart track on the very top. So it is funny to see, like, even though we are on a much bigger ship than the Magic when we first cruised, it still shows you that Disney does not build the biggest ships. Also, you want to talk about a very interesting slide. They've got this slide that goes from, looks like their 14th or 15th deck, and it goes all the way down to like their 4th or 5th deck, and it swirls past all those rooms. I don't know if it's a water slide. I don't think it is. I think it's just a regular slide, like where you have a mat and stuff. But that's terrifying. I think it's super impressive how ports can bring in multiple of these gigantic luxury cruise ships and it make it seem flawlessly. bringing them in, because like we're next to the Norwegian, it's us. Across down the way, there's another port with 3 of them. It's, I mean, I know it's all based on like they know they're coming, but it's still the fact that today there are going to be 8 cruise ships at Cozumel, which means there's a lot of statistics and everything else they have to keep track of bringing all these ships in. But from the time I got deck, which was about 7:30, to now it took about 30 minutes to come in. I think there's still about 30 minutes of stuff we have to wait for before they allow us to go ashore. You can definitely tell Norwegian is all about partying as well, because the second that they were able to let their guests off, they had been pumping music that is so loud that we can hear. And then Disney doesn't do that, because they're very like relaxed, quiet, stuff like that. Norwegian said, nah, we nightclub it up. I think the biggest difference from our cruise from last time to this time, we are definitely eating more cabanas. I think last time we ate a cabanas twice, and now we've fallen in love eating at cabanas. I'm pretty much morning with a view, kind of looking out. Like I said, we have the Norwegian Prima next to us, but then it looks like there's a little bit of rain kind of over there. So, but if you want to see the mountain of food I've gotten this morning, this is my breakfast this morning. I am very hungry. Got a little bit of everything. Got some potatoes, got some hash browns, some bacon, sausage, eggs, Mickey waffles, staple, then a croissant. Don't know why I got the croissant, just wanted a croissant. Just gotta give you some idea of what they do have to offer for breakfast at Cabanas. They have all sorts of different sliced turkeys and cheeses. They have the staple of just some scrambled eggs, hash browns, sausages and bacon. Then they got some sauteed mushrooms, some grilled tomatoes. They also do have some croissants. They have some other little pastries and stuff as well. They also do have an area where you can have your own fried egg and omelet station. Some other little smoothies and everything. They also have the donuts, which are pretty much the same donuts I get in the room as well. I do have to say, I really come to love eating at Cabanas. It definitely felt on the magic. Cabanas wasn't like 100% great, but also we gotta remember that was during like the pandemic time, so maybe there wasn't as much food. Like right now there's a lot of food always being prepared at all times because of how many people are there. So I do love eating over at the Cabanas restaurant for breakfast. Just very good, very delicious, just overall. There's a lot of options as well, and that makes it really nice to have all those options. So, right now I am currently just up on deck 12? Yeah, 12. Hanging out, just looking at this Norwegian Prima, which actually has a go-kart track on it. But I was looking at all the people that are still walking to Cozumel. Now, what I'm currently waiting on is just getting for Kayla to finish up with her nail appointment. And then I think we're gonna head on to Cozumel for just a very little bit short time, just to say we've been there. We were kind of hoping the Aqueduct would be open all day again, but unfortunately the Aqueduct is not. It doesn't open until 12, it closes at 6, so that means there's no night riding tonight because of all the Pirates Night at Sea stuff. One thing is we gotta be really mindful because we'll be going off the ship so late onto Cozumel that we have to keep a close eye on the time because we don't want to be left behind as the ship is leaving. So, yay. So it looks like that there are 4 ships docked over there. It looks like there is a Celebrity, maybe 2 Carnivals, another one I've never seen. Because now you've got the Norwegian Pearl coming in, and this ship is very small compared to us, which is funny because I used to always think that Disney cruise ships were so small in comparison to everything else. And like, you have the Norwegian Prima next to us, but they're not as long as us, they're just a lot taller than us. And then you've got the Pearl coming in. I just like the fact they're coming in very late. Like they're gonna be docking at 12, so whenever they're staying till like 8 tonight, because I know Disney likes to be somewhere about 8:30 to 5, and then get out. Other cruise lines, just depending, like I think the Carnival and the Celebrity were here extremely early because they were already docked. Norwegian was in about an hour before us. So I think it all just depends, but I do love being able to see other cruise lines coming in. So I wonder where they're gonna dock because they may dock, I don't know, honestly. We'll see when we get off. Also, I'm realizing how blue the water is here in Cozumel. It is ridiculous. Also, found out the little landmass over across the way. Found out from another passenger, that's Cancun. So we are very close to another heavy touristy area for Mexico. Forgot to showcase that I got a quick lunch from Flo's Cafe. Could have waited maybe another 20 minutes for Cabanas to open up, but I kind of wanted just a hamburger, a cheeseburger, because as soon as Kayla's done with her spa stuff, we're going on to Mexico for at least an hour. So I will say, Flo's V8, not a bad place to eat if you need to eat fast, because the burger, they actually kept it like in a warming tray, and actually really good, actually surprisingly. And I got fresh fries, but maybe just one off because I got the fresh fries. Still impressive how big this ship is. Finally getting off. Gonna be heading on to just do a little walking around to Cozumel, Mexico for a couple of things, but look at the size of these ropes that they use. I'll just walk down to Cozumel onto Punta Lagosta, which is the, like, I guess the lagoon that we are on here that they come in, because then we have the other one where the other ships are at. I want to know what that one's at. Ooh, this is unique. There's a Hooters, Sino Frogs, Starbucks, kind of in this little mini shopping area. This is one thing to tell you to be mindful of is people saying, oh, come get a taxi with us, get a taxi, but they're very pushy about it. So just gotta be mindful of that when you come here. Kind of funny, just because it's like, honestly, God, it's for tourists. Like, this whole area is for tourists. They keep trying to grab us, trying to sell us things, and I'm just like, nope, we are here for literally like just to look around, maybe buy some Mexican vanilla for my dad, see if there's any other spices, and not be on shore too long because we don't want to miss our ship. So intrigued. Like, this is so much better than Nassau, but still makes me feel very overwhelmed by everything, because there's still a lot that happens. But I do like the fact that there's literally a Hooters right here, and there's a Starbucks next to it. So I'm pretty sure you can go in and use their free internet, but I don't need internet right now. I have a nativity scene. No. Well, he hasn't come yet. It doesn't come until October.
Oh, maybe that's why.
It doesn't come until December 25th. I think so too, yeah. So I ended up walking around the shopping district for 45 minutes to an hour. The one thing that I didn't understand, I didn't know if this would work, but you can pay with US dollars there. And they'll most of the time show you what the price is in pesos and in dollars. So it's nice to know that as well. So that helped out. When you go on and off the ship though, you only need your key to the world. The reason that you want to carry your passport though is for the sole reason of if something happens and you happen to be caught, like you have something happen, like you get hurt, heart attack, whatever, something like that, so that you can get back to the USA if you get stuck here and stranded because of, you know, being at the hospital for some reason. So, but being a lot better than Nassau, I will say. I'm much happier with this one than I am with when we went to Nassau, because I felt like here, yeah, they were pushy, but that was purely salesman tactics as well. So that doesn't help. It's interesting to see the different design concepts between like Disney and Norwegian, because like Norwegian's got a lot more like stuff going over the edge, while Disney is very sleek and simplistic going up. But yep, our little trip on Cozumel, I think we are done. We're gonna head back onto the ship. Well, I will say it's about time. About us getting ready to, they've got the last few guests kind of walk on up. I wonder if Norwegian's leaving after us, because I know they want us ashore at 4:45 and they want us out of here at 5. I thought Norwegian would be earlier than us because they docked earlier than us, but I don't know. Me and Kayla are putting on our swimsuits. We're gonna go ride the Aqua now. Maybe a little late to dinner. It's not the end of the world. It's just Pirates night, and we're in no rush to get anywhere. So we're gonna go do that. Well, we have officially casted away off of Cozumel, heading off to another full day at sea before the end of our trip back in Miami. It was a good one. I will tell you that. It was very, very good. Which is funny. I think this Royal Caribbean is the one I saw last night, and I thought it was the Magic. So I found out now what the Ponta Gorda Lagoon area, who it services. They actually service Disney Cruise Line, Norwegian, Virgin, MSC, and then MSC Legoff brand one. So that's why there's only 2 of us there, but yet the other port, which you can kind of see behind me, had three Carnivals, a Royal Caribbean, and a Celebrity. There was a weird issue because I saw a Norwegian Pearl, the Norwegian Pearl coming in. It came in and then came out and then left. So I don't know what the deal was with that. So there was only 7 total ships here in Cozumel, but we had our own area while the others have their own other area as well. So, but we did get to do the Aqueduct, and that was a lot of fun actually. It was a lot faster, especially the section where there was literally, like, it was lights and everything going on. Plus, like, I like the smooth section because, like, the water kind of purposely, like, weighs you back and forth as you go. So that was really fun actually. It only took us about 15 minutes to wait for it. So if you wait for the Aqueduct and the line is inside the funnel, it's about 10-15 minutes at the most. Because the other day we wanted to ride it, it was 30 minutes and the line was all the way down, and he was controlling people going up the stairs, so it's not too many people on the stairs as well. So, but now that we're back down here, we're gonna go ahead and get ready because tonight is Pirates Night, and then we have fireworks at 10:15 tonight. So really excited for that because the last time we did Marvel Day at Sea, we had fireworks for that and not Pirates Night. Well, because it is Pirates Night, they actually gave us our bandanas in the room and not at dinner like they did last time. So I'm kind of excited because we can wear this down there, considering I don't have any other pirate gear. So there hopefully should be a small show, but I don't know. Things have been different with this cruise, and I don't know if it's because it's busier again or what, but we'll see. All right, time for dinner at the Enchanted Garden for Pirates, and I also love the cast members' outfits for it. So we came back to the room, and it looks like our towel animal today is a little monkey. I love that. I'm gonna tell you, one of the things to be mindful about, and don't make the mistake I just made. For the last 2 days I haven't drank much water. I think I've only drank maybe a gallon of water the last 2 days. And now that we're on the sea again, we're rocking a little bit more. I'm really not feeling great right now, so I'm gonna keep downing water as best as I can. I'm going to lay down. We still have some things to do for Pirates Night, but I am just not feeling good at all. We tried to be open and honest with you guys. So dinner was very good, except for it wasn't like, I'm not the happiest with the food on the Disney cruise. Our servers are fantastic, and everyone felt we get something that's just mind-blowingly good. I feel like on this cruise compared to our last one, I feel like it's not as good. Now, on our last one, there was less people, so we ended up eating at Enchanted Garden again tonight. It was Pirates Night. I thought they would have a little show. One of the shows only registered for the Magic because it's a bigger space for them to do it in. Not sure. Not 100% sure what it is. Or has shows not fully come back to every ship yet. But I did have the crab cake. It was very good. A little dry. Then my steak was okay. There was a lot of flavor. I think it was a little undercooked, but I'm not that upset about it. But Kayla's shrimp was the best thing I've had almost every night. I think there was a chicken one night ago, but this is why we're trying different things. I know I've had a little bit more beef than I thought I was going to have, but I'm definitely feeling like I'm eating less beef. So I'm going to lay down for a little bit, try to reorient, watch some TV, and then we saw the fireworks show tonight at 10:15, so we got that to look forward to. So I kind of want to give you guys, like, I want to be fully transparent with you guys. So last night after dinner, I did not feel very good at all. I ended up coming back into the room, laid down thinking, okay, I'll stay here until about 9 o'clock, try to go down and meet Stitch and go watch the fireworks. I didn't really feel much a whole lot better when 9 o'clock came around, so I decided, you know what, just for my own sake and just so that I'm not feeling awful on our last full day, I went ahead and slept all night. So pretty much from 7 until about 6:30 this morning, I slept all the way through. So I'm feeling a lot better now. I feel a ton better now. Like I said last night, be mindful of drinking water still, because I'm used to drinking close to 100 ounces of water a day. That's usually what all I drink, and I didn't drink hardly any between our day at sea and Cozumel when we were at Castaway Key, I drank a ton of water, and the day before, so I was really good those days. There's a reason why I brought a water bottle. I would say highly recommend bringing a water bottle as well, because that would help in those situations, because you can fill it up. They have a lot of water, like water stations or water fountains that have those refill stations. So don't be like me. Don't end up ruining your whole night for that. At least I didn't miss out on the Broadway show for Disney Believe tonight. So, but yeah. So hopefully you guys did enjoy our day at Cozumel, kind of wandering the ship. Just because it was one of those things where I didn't really want to, like, we didn't have any plans, we didn't have anything to do outside of maybe go off to Cozumel like we did for a couple of hours and shopped. I'll show you guys what I ended up buying, but we're going to do a whole haul vlog later once we get back from our cruise. I don't know if I'm going to do it the same day, the next day, I don't know, but it's going to be after all of these days are done, so, but it is the next morning, which we are going to start the next day, so with all that being said, from our trip at Cozumel, see y'all tomorrow on our final full day of our cruise and a day at sea.